And here we are, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we're going to show you how to win 2 million credits in under 100 seconds. Before we do that, we're going to have a brief look at the 3 new cars in the latest update. So as we go across to your brand central, we come across to Europe, we have a look at BMW, click on the showroom, and one of the latest cars is the Z4 3 litre 2003. With different colours to choose from. We're going to buy the car, and the reason we're buying the car is that it's actually in the latest time trial, the online time trial, so we're going to buy that for 60,000 credits. We come out of that and we're going to come across to used cars, and we've got this absolute beauty. We want an absolute classic, but nostalgia for a lot of people. Peugeot 205 GTR 1988. 128 brake horsepower, 61,000 credits to buy this. I do think this is a nice addition to the game. But also in the used cars, we've also got the BMW Z4. So you can buy this second hand for 44,600 credits. We bought it brand new for 60,000, but if you want, you can buy it as second hand as well. So the last one we're going to come to is in the legend cars section. And first one you click onto, it's the Unimog Type 411 1962. I mean, why wouldn't it be? A beast of a pickup truck packing huge 29 brake horsepower. I mean, yeah, enough said. We'll move on. So, we're going to look at the latest time trial. Going to sport mode in the top right hand corner. We're just collecting the credits that we had from the last time trial. Actually reached 100 million credits now, so I think it's not the maximum you can get. Pretty sure it is. So we've already done the one at Fuji International Speedway in the wet in the GR4 car WRX. That is a nice time trial, so have a look at that one if you haven't checked that one out already. But we're going to look at the latest one at Sardegna Road Track B in the brand new BMW Z4. So we're going to select from the garage as we did buy the car. Click onto the car, make sure you've got it signed. Click onto your car settings and make sure you've got comfort soft tyres. That's what we've got for this motor, for this challenge. So in terms of getting your 2 million credits, you will need a lap time of 1 minute 40.366. To earn 1 million credits, a lap time of 142.315. And to earn 250,000 credits, a lap time of 147.187. In terms of assists, we're running no traction control. Counter steer we have off, but although if you are struggling with this one, turning counter steer on may help you. The ABS we're running on weak. So on to the lap itself, we're using the Ghost from P1 in the world as a reference. As we come into this first left hand corner, we're looking for the red paint on the barrier on the right hand side. When we get level with that, we're going to hit the brakes. We're going to stay in fourth for quite a while. Come across the right hand side as much as you can. Come down to third. We're going to stay in third gear for this corner. You can take a lot of the inside curb. It doesn't slow you down. In fact, it allows you to get an accelerator a lot easier, a lot earlier. Next section, flat out, but make sure that you're coming across the left hand side. You want to get as close to this left curb as possible, because the car will understeer with these tyres on. Nice and gentle with the steering. Next one, you're looking at that red paint again on the barrier. Just before we get to that, we're going to hit the brakes. We're going to stay in third gear again. Coming tight to the apex and get brave on the accelerator. Be careful not to plant it too much because the car will oversteer. The next corner, I look at where the red and white barrier starts on the left hand side as a reference. When I get level with that, we're just going to hit the brakes. We're not going to hit the brakes fully, maybe around about 70%. The car will drift in nicely, but that's not a bad thing. Get close to this apex on the right. Be very careful on the exit on the left hand side. You do not want to be touching the sand, as that will slow you down all the way on this downhill run. This little kink on the left hand side, absolutely flat out, but make sure you stay to the left hand side. This next one, I use the end of that Gran Turismo board as a reference. When I get level with that, we're going to hit the brakes. But you want to definitely be braking before you reach this 100 board on the right. If you're braking at that 100 board, you're braking way too late. As we get level with that end of that Gran Turismo sign, hit the brakes. Come as far left as you can. Make sure we cut this corner on the inside, accelerate into third gear. Careful of chat limits there on the exit. The next one, we're looking at where the red barrier starts. Again, when we get level with that, we're just going to hit the brakes. It's a little tap, around about 50%. But make sure that we stay to the left hand side of this curb. You want to be hitting that curb as it kind of drags you along, pulls you in. Next two very difficult corners. We're going to start turning as we get to the end of that blue curve there. And this corner is flat out. We have a bit of a comfort lift there, but it can be flat out if you get the right line. Quite difficult to get that one right. And for this one, where the barrier at the end turns kind of a dark grey colour, when you get level with that, we're going to hit the brakes. This is a very difficult corner, but such an important one to get right. The car will drift in. We're going to make sure that you get a lot of curb on the inside again. Get on the accelerator as early as you can. Be very careful on the exit. Make sure you've got two wheels to the left-hand side of that blue curb in there. So easy to get a penalty on that. Track limits can be a pain. With these tyres, comfort soft tyres, the grip is minimal, so be very, very careful around the corners. We come across the line for 137.873. So at the time of recording, put us P7 in the world. But that will not stay there, as we set this on the first day it was actually released. But it's still a decent enough lap to give you a reference and some pointers to help you with get these 2 million credits. So we're going to show the lap from the chase cam now. But before we go any further, if this does help you or you do like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel, where we do a lot more of these, as well as lap guides for daily races, and also look at single player campaign where we're doing circuit experiences, which will earn you decent credits, big credits, for doing as little as possible. Back onto the lap itself, you can see this left-hander, we're going to stay in third gear, hit the apex, accelerate in third, use all the track. Look how much the track we're actually using, right close to the edge. From right to left-hand side, the other side of the barriers, the car will have a nice little drift in. Like I said, be careful on the exit. We run that so close to the exit there, but we don't want to be touching that sand, so we'll slow you down all the way down this hill. And this actually was featured in a daily race last week in the Sierra Cosworth, I believe it was. So we did a lap guide for that one, and this is very, very similar. I think that was on sports hard tyres, I believe, and this one on comfort softs, but that was still a very fun challenge. If you did have a go at that one on daily race day, then this one should find a little bit easier, as it comes to the last two very important corners to get right. So easy to get wrong. But flat out, that one, like I said, a little bit of a comfort lift. We don't want to run too wide. And this one is such a pain to get right. Honestly, the amount of times you'll get an invalidation or that run wide. But stay with it, be patient. Let me know what you guys think of this challenge. Do you like it? Do you like the new car? Do you like the Unimog? Are you going to buy that one and use that one? I mean, I'm not sure what races you would use that one in, to be honest, but yeah, that is a surprise. It feels like someone's having a complete joke. I mean, who's gonna look at that and think, you know what, that Unimog is going to be a great addition for Gran Turismo 7. A real driving simulator. It's a racing game. You know, I've got no problem with them in adding road cars, like the BMW Z4 we've got now. You know, even the brand new Peugeot 205 GTI as well. But when you're adding like pickup trucks, I mean, we had the Jimny, I think it was, a couple of updates ago that I've never had a go on, and now we've got the Unimog, which I'm never going to have a go on. So yeah, I mean, a few more race cars would be nice. And again, we're still screaming out for an extra circuit or just something fresh for the game, you know. And please, he's hoping maybe on the next update we can get something that we're all going to enjoy. For now, guys, we'll leave you with the rest of the replay. I hope this guide does help you, and let me know if it does in the comments. But have fun, enjoy the credits, and I'll see you on the next one. Laters.